So, Hanukkah Sameach, everyone. Thank you for joining us. And tonight, Hanukkah, we'll have a little bit of a musical class. And also a quiz. So I hope you brought your smartphones. You'll see it's a quiz that you can participate from your own home using your smartphone. But we'll do a little bit of learning. And last week, we talked about the first stanza of Maoz Tzur. We talked a lot about problematic words, the word matbeach, and how to translate it. But there's 5 other stanzas to the song, to this piyut, to this liturgical poem, and they're written in poetic Hebrew with a lot of allusions to verses in Tanakh and in Midrash. So let's go over them. So I'll show you the Hebrew, and your challenge will be to try and figure out. So there are 4 persecutions and the salvation from each of the persecution that this song is talking about. So I want you to look at the Hebrew and which persecution. This is the second stanza. And like I tell my students, you don't have to understand every word. Just pick out words that you look familiar and which. So these are all going to be past persecutions that God redeemed the Jewish people from, that there was salvation at the end of this persecution. So there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So which one is this? If you look at the Hebrew, before I show you the English, you see it's not so easy, but I think there's one word there that gives it away towards the end. Anybody want to give it a try?
Hagala.
Yeah. So which persecution is it?
Hagala means a card in a supermarket, right? I don't know.
What? No, you said, I thought I heard something else. Eglah is either a cart or a young calf.
Wagon.
What?
A wagon.
A wagon, right? But that's
Right.
so that's actually a diversion. He's diverting you because he's not talking about that. It's an allusion to a verse in Jeremiah. But go to the end of the stanza. That actually shows you why it's so difficult. Only there's one word there, I think, that gives it away. Which persecution? Who persecuted and then the Jews were saved?
Pharaoh.
See, Pharaoh.
Oh,
Pharaoh
excellent.
there.
Excellent. So now let's see the English. So the whole paragraph is about the Egyptian bondage and slavery and the redemption. And let's look at the English, right? My soul has been sated with troubles. My strength was spent with sorrow. They had embittered my life with hardship. Maror, if you see, that's another clue there. Mereru, that's usually relegated to the Egyptian bondage. We don't, eat maror on the destruction of the temples. When I was enslaved under Egyptian rule. Now, the word that Aaron pointed out to, this is a reference to Jeremiah, where Egypt is called Eglah Yefeifiya Mitzrayim. So look at what he's doing here. He's assuming that the reader will know Jeremiah chapter 7, verse something, and that Malchut is kingdom. So the kingdom of Eglah, to a non-informed reader, what is he talking about? What right? But you have to. He's assuming the reader will know that in Jeremiah, Egypt is called Eglah. And in the English, they already did that. And I took this from Wikipedia, the English translation. But just shows you how difficult it is, these piyutim. And let's continue. But with his great power, he brought forth the treasured ones. Am Sgula. That's a familiar phrase. And then, there's 2 more lines. I forgot them. Saying into the deep. Yeah. Pharaoh's host. Okay. So then, you see Pharaoh. It must be talking about Pharaoh. And the end, of course, is the splitting of the sea. So let's move on to the third stanza. Okay, so there now you see the third stanza of Maoz Tzur. And again, it's going to be difficult, a lot of allusions to verses in Tanakh, but I think there will be one word towards the end, and it will help you. It'll be a clue. Which persecution is this talking about? Ketzba
It's under
Oh, we're looking
Zerubbabel.
at the one that says
Yeah, Zerubbabel.
Ah, very
Which
good. Excellent.
persecution was that, though? I can't remember.
So that's the Babylonian,
Okay.
and he's the one who ended it, who ended the persecution. Let's read the English. So he brought me to his holy. Oh, do we have a volunteer to read the English?
He brought me to his holy abode, but there too I had no rest, and an oppressor came and exiled me, because I had served strange gods. I had drunk poison wine. I almost perished. Then Babylon fell. Zerubbabel came within 70 years I was saved.
So the destruction of the first temple, and then the beginning of the building of the second temple by Zerubbabel. And look again, all these allusions to verses from Tanakh make it pretty difficult to know what he's talking about until you get to the end of the paragraph. And the Shiv'im, the 70 years, that's also famously it lasted 70 years, and then they were able to come back. They were given permission. Very good. So now we're going to move on to the third stanza.
the fourth step.
This is fourth, right, and then fourth, sorry. And so it's going to be hard, but again, look for clues, one or two words. Which persecution is this talking about? Kot komat berosh bikesh agagi ben hamedata. There's a clue right there.
Right.
Yeah, Mel?
Yeah, I don't, just the
Persia. It's Persia.
Yes, excellent. Oh, you guys are really hitting home runs today. So the Agagite, the son of Hamdata. So again, he doesn't say Haman. He doesn't say Mordechai. You're supposed to know that the Midrash calls Mordechai, or let's look at the English. Wait, let's see, let's put the whole English on the screen. There. So Mordechai in the Midrash is called a fir tree. So the Agagite, they switched the order here of the first and second line. They took the second line in the Hebrew and put it in the beginning of the English. So the Agagite, son of Hamedata, sought to cut down the tall fir tree. Like when you read this, when as a boy, as a kid, I had no idea. My father, Alav Shalom, explained to us that the brosh is not really a tree. Because you grow up in Israel, you ask an Israeli kid, what's a brosh? It's a tree. So what persecution did they cut down trees? And then my father said, no, this is a midrash reference to Mordechai. In the midrash, he's called a tall fir tree, a brosh. Okay? And if you don't know that, then this whole paragraph doesn't make sense. So he tried to cut down Mordechai, but it became his own trap, but it became a trap to him, and his arrogance was brought to an end. You raise the head of the Benjaminite. So again, you see the Hebrew Yemini. That looks like right, like Yad Yamin. But you have to know that in the Torah, in Midrash, and Chazal, Benjamin is called Yamin. It's a reference to Benjamin, Bin Yamin. So you cut down the Ben. It's really a combination, a portmanteau of two words, the word Benjamin. Right? It's Ben and then Yamin, or Ben Jemanite. And so he without, you take off the Ben, you get Yemini. So he's talking about the Mordechai. And the enemy's name you blotted out. So again, blotting out, that's also a reference to Amalek. His many sons and his household you hanged on the gallows. So again, the last two lines pretty much gave it away, because what other persecution was somebody hanged, right? It has to be this one, hanged on a tree. So that's the fourth stanza. So the Megillat Esther. And then the fifth one, okay, the first word will tell you exactly, right? And remember what holiday we're celebrating now.
So you have a name. It's
the Greeks.
Right, excellent. And so this is now finally he's getting to the actual persecution of Hanukkah, the Greek Syrians, the Seleucids. And so let's see the whole English translation. A volunteer to read the English?
Okay, then the Greeks gathered against me in the days of the Hasmoneans. They broke down the walls of my towers and defiled all the oils. But from the last remaining flask, a miracle was wrought to your beloved. Therefore, the sages ordained these 8 days for song and praise.
Thank you. So the kankan, that's the flask of oil. There's a few shmona, what holiday has shmona, 8. So there's a few, again, hints that you can extract the meaning or the subject of the paragraph from those two words, but it's really difficult because he calls the shoshanim. Shoshana is a flower, but in Midrash, the Bnei Israel are called shoshanim, right? And if you don't know that Midrash, what flower? What holiday are we celebrating flowers? Shoshana. So it's it's the style of the piyut. That was the style of the 12th, 13th century, the Sephardic piyut actually. And then it traveled to Ashkenaz. We talked about this. The author lived in Ashkenaz, but it's really a Sephardic style of piyut to do these kinds of allusions and references. And it's really like you have to study it to understand what they're talking about. And then the 6th stanza, that's the one that was censored, that talks about Christianity and avenge our blood, that they are killing us, and it's all with hints. We talked about it last year. So now I want to get to the music. And so we talked about the almost universal melody that everybody's familiar with. But it's far from, first of all, not every community of Jews saying Maoz Tzur. So I have here the Yemenite Siddur called Tichlal, and their claim to fame is that they say that it's the most original, most accurate version of the Siddur, of our prayers. And they stick to it. This is their holy grail. There's no Maoz Tzur. So I looked at their Hanukkah candle lighting, no Maoz Tzur. They have the blessings, they have Hanerot Halalu, they don't have Maoz Tzur. So it did not travel to Yemen. But a lot of Sephardim do have it, and so they have their own melodies. So let's see now a different melody. So how about this one? You tell me who you think composed this melody, just from the style of it. What style is it? What era? What's the nationality of the composer? So let's listen together.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance.
Sorry about that. Okay. Liberty Mutual is not part of Maoz Tzur. What do you say, guys? It's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? Who composed it? What era? I mean, you don't have to tell me the name, but what does it remind you of? What style of music?
Well, it's pretty modern.
Yeah, right. That's what I was going to say. It's modern.
Yeah. So actually, I mean, modern compared to when Maoz Tzur was written, but it's a composer who lived during Vivaldi's time called Marcello. This is called the Marcello tune, Italian Baroque style. Apparently, he put several psalms to music. Here, I'll show you, and then. Oh wait, what happened? Yeah, the Benedetto Marcello. Some article claimed that it wasn't him, or maybe that it was written for something else. Maybe he wrote it for Psalms, for other texts, but it's his style. And that's actually, you can hear that every now and then, choirs sing it. But we're going to sample now all kind of Hasidic melodies, and and Sephardic melodies, Mizrahi, you know, from North Africa, because there's really many other melodies that communities sing, even though today I think the most common melody is the one, the old German folk song, Maoz, Yeshuati. We talked about that. But to sample the others and to play a game with it, I want you to take out now your smartphones, and we're going to play a game where you pick on your smartphone. You will be able to answer questions. It's called Kahoot, and what happens is you see a question on your computer, and then you can answer on your phone. You have four options, and you pick. You'll see four shapes, and so what do you do? How do you play this game? So on your smartphone, go to kahoot.it. You see, www.kahoot.it, and it will ask you, will prompt you to enter this game pin. So wherever you type in websites on your smartphone, type www.kahoot.it, and you'll see a prompt, game pin, and then put this number in, 893-8291, and then there will be a prompt to enter your name. Just you can use a nickname or just your first name. You don't have to divulge any details about yourself, just your first name. And oh, I see Nana is already here. That's you, Natalie?
My favorite role.
Okay. Awesome. Anybody else want to join?
Shema, my eyesight is too bad to do anything else.
Okay. Did I share the sound?
Hold on, I'm trying to get on.
Kahoot.it. You put in your browser on your phone the www.kahoot.it right here, this thing here. And then hit enter, and then you'll see the prompt to put in the game pin. That's this number, and then your name. And then we should see you on the screen here. I just want to, for a second, make sure that you can hear the sound. This is all about the music. So I'm going to take it off for a second. And then
Oh, wait a second. What was it? 893 what?
8291.
8291.
Three pieces.
Okay.
Do you not want it?
Oh, Sharon, good. Thanks for joining us. Jack, what happened, Jack?
Oh, I didn't give a nickname yet.
What's the number again? 89 what?
It's 893-8291.
8291.
Shama, I am not skillful enough with my phone. I
Okay.
won't be on. But
Okay, but you'll still enjoy the game.
yes, I will. Yes, I
You'll be
will.
able to see the options. Who else wants to join? Oh, Mother, are you joining?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. Safta. Great. So let's start. So you'll see a question on the screen with four options, and then on your phone will be four colors, and you pick the color that is the correct answer in your opinion. You'll see what I'm saying. You'll see in a second how it goes. Okay. So 3, 2, 1, here we go. First question. The most popular Maoz Tzur melody is based on. Now look at the screen of your computer and then look at your phone. You should have 4 colors corresponding to these 4 answers. And you tap the color that you think is the right answer. Okay, 2 people answered, 3 people answered. We're waiting for a 4th answer. Who didn't answer? I don't know who didn't answer. Oh. Somebody didn't answer. Jack, did you answer? Did you tap your phone?
I did. It says, let's see if you're correct.
Okay.
And mine says easy does it.
Oh, yeah, that's just a filler. 1 second. 3. Okay, now it's going to tell you the answer. Only 3 people answered. Okay.
Correct.
Yes,
Whoa.
very good. So
Good.
now who's leading? So it's also about speed. It's not enough to get it correct. If you want to be the leader of the group and win, then you have to answer faster than the others. That's why, Natalie, you're ahead of
Aye.
my mother, because you answered maybe, a fraction of a second faster.
So
All right.
Shammai, what was the right answer?
A Protestant hymn. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So where is this melody from?
I got that one.
So on your phone, again, 4 colors corresponding. So Ukraine will be the red, yellow Antarctica, blue Denmark, or Morocco. So clearly it's not Morocco. If you ever heard North African music, right? So and Antarctica is just to make it interesting. So I guess between Denmark and Ukraine. Okay. So who did? So we need one more answer, so we can move on to the next question. Sometimes there's issues with connectivity. So it is Ukraine. Yes. And it's a Breslov melody that the Hasidic.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Sharon, you want to play? You can still play. So we just heard that.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. Okay, we're waiting for 2 more answers. Okay, so, okay. So I think all of you, okay, almost all of you got it right. Yes, that is the Italian. That's the Marcello Benedetto. Okay. All right, now some new melodies. How about this one? Where did this tune originate from?
Oh. Hmm.
معوز تصور يشوعتي.
Oh, that's Morocco. Yay.
Very good, very good. Okay. Okay, I don't want to wait 27 seconds. I think Sharon is not answering. So Sharon, do you want to answer? Tap your phone. Like you see.
I chose Morocco, I thought. Okay. I guess it's not coming through.
Oh, okay. Oh, so it's not coming through. That's the problem. Okay. All right. Next question. Because if I hit skip, then you won't get the credit. So yes, two people got it right. It is Moroccan, definitely. Okay. How about
Oh, no.
we'll do a few more. This melody came from the Hasidim of
Maoz, Tzur,
was a member in our shul who served there in that country as a diplomat. Yes, that is Shlonim Hasidim. I don't know that they would agree to hear it from a lady. But yeah, this is their melody. This is how they sing Maoz Tzur. Okay, so you see, we've already sampled.
Oh, Shira, you're great.
How about this one?
That's clearly from
This you should figure out, even if you've never heard this melody. Poland is clearly one of these countries. Yes, definitely Poland. All right, excellent, guys. All right, let's try another one. This is our classical style. On which composer is this variation of Maoz Tzur based? Yes, very good. Whoever said it. Yeah, I found this on YouTube. They did Maoz Tzur in different classical styles of classical composers. Very, very amusing. Okay, in which university was this melody recorded?
That has to be the Technion.
Yes, very good. Okay. Excellent. Technion.
And how did I know it was a Technion? Because none of the speakers had any kind of
accent. Right. Israeli Yeah, definitely Lithuanian. Yeah. Very good. Okay. How about this? Let's see. This variation is based on a symphony by Yeah, Aaron, you said it. What is it?
What?
You said, right? What is it? You know
Eric
it.
Copeland.
It's Beethoven's The Pastoral Symphony. Oh,
Right.
yeah. All right. How about this one? This variation is based on the musical style called
Baroque.
Yeah, good. So we're waiting for one more answer. Who didn't answer? Yes, Baroque style. Very good. Almost everybody got it right. Okay. Chaim Parchi, the singer, took this melody from
Just guessing.
Yeah, you have to guess here. There's no way to know it. So he actually composed it himself. Who got it right? Who guessed it right?
I guessed it right.
Oh, excellent, Natalie. Excellent. Okay. All right. Oh, you just took the lead. Okay. Uh-oh.
Boy,
Okay. Now it's between you and my mother. This melody is. Yes, of
Yes.
course.
Yes.
An envelope in here.
What, the one?
Easy question here. So, of course, Pan Hasidic.
The envelope.
Okay.
I don't remember seeing any.
And last question. In what language are they singing Maoz Tzur?
I didn't see anything in here other than, yes, other than what I brought in here. I'm sorry.
In English.
English.
All right. So, and then, now at the end, we see who was third and second and first. So, Jack, kol hakavod for third place. Our mother, second place. And Natalie, first place. You get the gold medal.
hey, I bought a lottery ticket yesterday. You think it's going to work?
All right.
Different game.
All right. So, I hope you enjoyed that. That's called Kahoot. Now you
That
can
was
tell
fun.
your kids and grandkids that you play Kahoot. This is all the rage now in schools. Teachers want to make it's not like the old days when we actually open textbooks and study. Now teachers try to make it fun for everybody. It's all about the kids need to have fun in class, and so it's all Kahoot games. And I've used it, and teachers are using it. And there's these kind of quizzes in every subject that you can think of, in quantum physics, in the history of Native Americans, whatever subject you can think of, you can go and it's free website and find one of these quizzes, and then they play it in class. Math, geography, yeah. And so I designed this game so that we can see there's so many other tunes and melodies from our Tzur around the Jewish world, and you see how the cultures influence them, right? How music travels and how it's embedded into the Jews basically incorporate the melodies that they hear around them. So Mother, I bet Sons has their own melody. I mean, now they've been Israelized, so to speak. They're using the one that everybody uses, but I bet in Europe, no, in Hungary, I would, yeah, I think because we saw in this game several of the Hasidim, the Slonim, remember that one? We saw the Lithuanian, the Breslav, yeah. So many different courts of Hasidim had their own melody for Maoz Tzur. All right, so it's time for Mariv. Let's thank you all for joining us.